you doing to me, baby? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You love me. You love me. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yeah. Welcome back to another episode of the Heat Market Radio. Glad to be back, man. Long weekend. We got a lot of surprises this episode. We got DJ Static on the 1 and 2s, about to tear it down in a few seconds. We got Just Cuz in the building, waiting on Rondon Beats, my fault. We got Drew from Still Sessions, making everything possible. Yeah, man. We're going to get into this video real quick, and we're going to come back with brother DJ Static on the 1 and 2s.
I'm like, whoa, baby. Every time she turn around, I'm like, whoa, baby. She taking her hands up on it, I'm like, no, baby. Keep it up, makes it like a point, but it's slow, baby. I'm like, whoa, baby. I'm like, whoa, baby. Every time she turn around, I'm like, whoa, baby. She taking her hands up on it, I'm like, no, baby. Keep it up, makes it like a point, but it's slow,
Let's get it, Geo.
I'm like, whoa, baby.
Before hitting the club, she in the mirror and it's practice. Up, down, left, right, it's booty shaking madness. She game crazy, she feeling she the baddest. Stepped out with them red bottoms on, bad bitch alert. While on the other side, I'm skipping all these lines. I freed up all my time from whipping all these posse. I ride round in Civics when there's no partition. Hey shorty, she ride with me, we ride round, we get lit. I'm like, whoa, baby, body on point, it's out of control, baby. And the way she move that thing is really wavy. When she turned it all around, she backed the nigga down. She threw it on the ground. I'm like, whoa, baby.
Every time she turn around, I'm like, whoa, baby. She taking her hands up on it, I'm like, no, baby. Keep it up, makes it like a point, but it's slow, baby. I'm like, whoa, baby. I'm like, whoa, baby. Every time she turn around, I'm like, whoa, baby. She taking her hands up on it, I'm like, no, baby. Keep it up, makes it like a point, but it's slow, baby. I'm like, whoa, baby.
When I pull up to the spot, yeah, they hanging my banner. Line full of white girls, Stephanie Tanner. Hitting VIP, we getting buckets to them bottles. Them chicks that walked in looking better than the model, so I roll with it. When I pulled her from behind, she dropped it low with it. Hit her with that girl, don't stop, get it, get it. Doing her thing easy, there's nothing to it. She just do it, do it. I'm like, whoa, baby. Body on point, it's out of control, baby. And the way she moved, that thing is really wavy. When she turned it all around, she backed the nigga down. She threw it on the ground. I'm like, whoa, baby.
Every time she turn around, I'm like, whoa, baby. She taking her hands up on it, I'm like, no, baby. Keep it up, makes it like a point, but it's slow, baby. I'm like, whoa, baby. I'm like, whoa, baby. Every time she turn around, I'm like, whoa, baby. She taking her hands up on it, I'm like, no, baby. Keep it up, makes it like a point, but it's slow, baby. I'm like, whoa, baby.
Hey, what up? Roll up, get high, get high. 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 I ain't mean to call your phone, but I've been tripping. Got a lot of shit on my mind and I'm hoping someone listen. I'm trying to hit the Forbeses, but for now I help with mortgage. That might mean little to you, but to me that shit's enormous. All these hoes throw off my focus, gets deterred when you're determined. Everybody out here plotting, get what they need, then they swerving. Record the nights I was hurting, my drive and my stomach turning. They told me to keep on grinding, now I'm a different person. I appreciate you curving, that shit made me stronger. Just know I ain't kissing ass, so it might take me longer. I'm glad that I never changed, I've been doing pretty good. I know that it could be worse, but I've been doing what I should. So roll up, get high, get high. 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 It gets kinda scary just thinking what I could be. The shit that I think is wavy could take myself overseas. Put my mom on a charter, put my father at ease. Hold everybody down with the tricks I got up my sleeve. I can't let them see me weak or let them in on the plan, because I need my space to work. I'm hoping you understand. Please don't take it personal, I'm trying to get rich. Twice the work in half the time, that's a hell of a switch. See, I'm a hell of a mix. See, I'm witty, but I'm a hustler. So my music turn the whole country into my customers. Forget what you accustomed to, I don't like getting comfortable. The minute that you sleep is the moment that demons come for you. What your dreams worth, cause I barely get rest. When you put more into yourself, it's like you rarely get less. Put yourself to the test and stay away from the gimmicks. And I know that you've been stressed, so may I please just have a minute to.
Hey, shit, bro. Damn.
Roll up, get high, get high. 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 Say, roll up, get high, get high. Roll up, get high, get high. Roll up, get high, get high. Roll up, get high, get high.
Yeah, I'm steady pondering life. Where will I end up? Decisions, are they wrong or they right? It makes me tense up, the endless hating from niggas you call your peers can turn from, yeah, that's my man. The shit we ain't spoken years, those tears will never fall though. So far ahead in this game, it's a blowout, but you niggas still keeping score for. Whipping on auto, blowing on cookies whole, so vivid, opening portals. Homie divine immortal, called you meetings with my peoples. I'm treating like we just jumped able test fate. We fuck up the weekend just to escape the troubles of the present. Try and block out emotions with bubbly independent, but that chain on your neck won't help you gain no respect unless your chakra is proper. Help you stay on your best. Get off that pain on your chest. Go buy your back with a Dutch, whatever you roll with. Get an A4, get an ounce, just get ready to chill and blow it. So
roll up, get high, get high. 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 Say, roll up, get high, get high. Roll up, get high, get high. Roll up, get high, get high. Roll up, get high, get high.
My nigga. Niggas said I'm always laughing. I'm laughing at them fuck niggas, Leaky. AOL, just good, bro.
There ain't a beat I ain't never rock. Never. There ain't a gun I ain't never shot. Never. Now these niggas ain't fucking with me. No. I don't do this for self, I brought my brothers with me. The boat goes a lean, high tech. Rocks in the whip, Pyrex. I'm on my worst behavior, mindless. But the Dawn got a boogie, timeless.
Dawn, what up?
I heard Hattie got the Bronx jumping.
What's up, niggas?
Him 4-5 and Dice Peso. Dave Shot and Thief got the east side. But the west side is English if you ain't know.
What's up, though?
I ain't trying to get no recognition. No. But if I pull up with this chopper, bet that tech will listen. I guess I'm saying I'm the best at spitting. If I was Michael Jordan, you was next to Pippen. I grew up on Big L, Pac and Biggie Smalls. The rap game, we done seen it all. I grew up on the Lock, J and DMX. Talking real rap, I'ma need a check. I grew up on the tip, Jeezy Ludacris. This mumble rap shit is getting ludicrous. I grew up on the Mark Deep and Wu-Tang. They act like real rap is the new thing. take a minute, let me get it right. If he's Superman, then I'm Kryptonite. If he Batman, then I'm the Joker. Get fired by the Trump, I'm a roaster. Young nigga in the field with a toaster. For your skillet, pull a heat out the holster. They drill shit, this is real shit. Fucking up that money in a hole like a drill bit. Mad song like I'm Future. Still pop up in your dreams like I'm Kruger. Niggas get rapped and start singing like they Luther. Niggas blow smoke in they raps, they like hookah. They still say I'm too aggressive. Fuck the answer, fam, I'm trying to be the message. Decipher this, they do life for this. This that Ric Flair, Rowdy Piper shit. I grew up on Big L, Pac and Biggie Smalls. The rap game, we done seen it all. I grew up on the Lock, J and DMX. Talking real rap, I'ma need a check. I grew up on the tip, Jeezy Ludacris. This mumble rap shit is getting ludicrous. I grew up on the Mob Deep in Wu-Tang. They act like real rap is the new thing. Bar, yeah, this shit is crazy. Raised from the dead, they found Brenda's baby. Resurrected, I am hip-hop. It's my time, word on my wristwatch. All black cars with the B's on them. Thotties love the rich boy, so I throw the D's on them. Nah, we ain't talking to the coppers. Nah, we ain't walking.
Turn the music a little high in the headphones. Yeah. They like, oh my God, why you gotta go so hard? They like, oh my God, yeah, glory, why you go so hard? Yeah, what's the odds of being large? Following your stars, they eager to pull your card. Try to slow you down when they see that you're going hard. No need to applaud, my blessings coming from God. Basically on my job, I've been about the slate before Nicki became a notch. Before Meek was pulling out foreigns out the garage. Before the star Kendrick Lamar racing the bar. Before Drake getting all the cake. Before all the singing, I mean it without the hate. Before Forest Hills, J. Cole giving me chills. Before all these rappers talking about popping pills. I'm from an era where it's got skills. Where shit is real, no Beverly Hills. Where baby mama selling that proof to pay a bill. Where little niggas running in circles, shooting that wheel. Shooting to kill, all for a thrill. Gripping the steel, them scars, they don't heal. I've been nice, little more precise. Headed for the top, never been afraid of heights. 4, 5, 6 trips when I roll the dice. I can bet it back, bet I can do it twice. They like, oh my God, why you gotta go so hard? They like, oh my God, glory, why you go so hard? Right around the time Fab got hot, I was on the block setting up shop, shooting videos. DMX, Rough Rider in the stereo. Jada Kiss, Chic, Luch was imperial. Style, speed, bun, beat, rap general. Jay-Z, God Lee, spitting lyrical. One of the reasons why I rap so phenomenal. In my lifetime, classical, geographical. Got me through a couple obstacles, feeling powerful. You know that Illmatic, back when Nas had it. Forever classic, still got the CD in the plastic. R.I.P. the Big, laying in the cash. R.I.P. the Pocket, so we forever have it. Lost ones, Lauryn Hill, she taught me how to feel. Ready or not, food G's, give me life skill. Rockefeller, bad boy was the tabloid. Craig Mack, Sean Loon, told her when the boy Mace. Lil' Kim, Black Rob, nah, can't forget Faith. 112 card Thomas. Marijuanans, the music is timeless. So sick of the nonsense. Dipset, Killer Cam, change the game. G-Unit 50 Cent created mayhem. Eminem, Slim Shady shot the world crazy. Lil Wayne, Cash Money, can't believe, baby. Goddamn, this industry is shady. Fame not for everybody, man, it's crazy. They like, oh my God, why you gotta go so hard? They like, oh my God, glory, why you go so Telling you how to better you when they shit is terrible. Gassing you when they try to get ahead of you. Skeptical, too goddamn intellectual. Never been too high up on the pedestal. Gotta stay low when it's federal. I'm headed to the revenue. Gotta get my family straight. Deaf and I had a date. Never ever lost faith. Heavy when I penetrate. Gossip like they Ricky Lake. Wait, that's a throwback. Might have to Google that. Hey, why they doing that? I'm coming up and giving back. I'm speaking fact. Everything they took already doubled that. Focused on my daughter, watch me triple that. Never fumble, should've been a running back. Beast mode, Super Bowl, picture that. Goal line, fourth quarter, game time, quarterback. Politics as usual, hours, how they figure that. Tom Brady, Patriots, you know they had to handle that. This America, you better have that money stat. Cause if you take an L, it's hard for you to make it back. They like, oh my God, why you gotta go so hard? They like, oh my God, glory, why you go so hard?
fit the script. She's a bad girl for sure. Bad girl make a man go crazy. Suicidal. Hood chick, but still can fit the script. She's a bad girl for sure. Bad girl, them to never play nice. Bad girl, them to never play nice. Bad girl, them to never play nice. Bad girl for sure. Yeah.
Relax and take notes while I take toke of the marijuana smoke. Throw you in a choke, gun smoke. Biggie smoke for mayor, the rap slayer, the Himalayer. Motherfucker, say your prayers. Hail Mary, full of grace. Smack the bitch in the face, take her Gucci bag and a North Face off her back. Jack her if she act. Running with the money, oh, you got me mistaken, honey. I don't wanna rape ya, I just want the paper, the visa, Kavisha. I got like the neighbors. Who's the one you call Mr. Macho? The head honcho, swiftest like Kumacho. I got so much time, I should be down with the stylistics. Take up the break up, niggas need to wake up. Smell the Indonesia, teach you to a seizure. Then fuck your heart, hit the skins to amnesia. She don't remember shit, just the 2 hits. Her hitting the floor, and me hitting the clits. Sucking on the tits, had the hook of begging for the dick. And your mom said, I need love, my dick got rock quick. I guess I was a combination of House of Pain and Bobby Brown. I was bumping around and jumping around. After then I asked her who's the man, she said B.I.G. Then I bust in her E.Y.E. You're dead weak and strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong. The weak and the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong.
it on. Let's get it on. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, baby. Hey, let your love come out. If you believe in love, let's get it on. Ooh, let's get it on, baby. This minute, oh yeah, let's get it on. Please get it on.
I didn't even know he was back. We live. Yeah, that was DJ Static, man, destroying the 1 and 2s as usual, brother. Appreciate that, bro. DJ Static is a great dude, man. Comes out of nowhere. Nick of time.
Yo, what's going on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right about now, we got our first guest in the building, man. It's an honor and a privilege to have this brother in the building, man. Ron Don Beats.
What up, man? How y'all
Ron
doing?
Don Beats, man. Great pleasure to have you, my brother.
Thank you for having me, man.
Nah, not a problem, man. Not a problem. Like I said, bro, the door's always open.
Nah, of course.
And yeah, so for those that don't know, just run down a quick list of your credits, bro. I mean, I know it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But just it's up there, bro. It's
Come
up
on,
there.
man.
It's up there.
Dave East, The Locks, Nino Man,
Hold
Jazzy
on.
Young.
I gotta turn the music off.
That's crazy.
I gotta turn the music off.
Man, yeah.
So who you did who for what?
Worked on a few records with Dave, some unreleased, but we getting there.
Okay.
The Locks right now just dropped a couple records with Styles.
Was you on the new album or?
I produced Ghost Wars.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hearing that. That's
That shit
dope.
was crazy,
That's
yeah.
dope.
Me and
Right.
Poobs did that, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's definitely a
So,
dope one right there. He shot a video for that, right?
Nah, he dropped a video for another one that we did, Stay Away.
That's the one
That
I
was
saw.
off the Nickelback E EP.
Yeah, that's dope, though. Still, it's dope.
So,
Yeah.
so
Go ahead,
how
bro.
did that placement come about?
Truly, the connection happened through Steel Sessions,
Hmm.
through Buddha Grants and all that. I had, being a kid from Yonkers, I never knew who Poobs was.
Okay.
I never knew what he looked like until Buddha introduced me. He was like, I'm surprised you don't know who this is, considering that you're going so hard in your hometown.
Right.
He was like, go ahead and talk to Poobs. Everything's going to be straight after that. The first day he bought me the D Block, we made Ghost Wars.
Wow, that's what's up.
So
That wasn't your first placement, though, huh?
That was my first major, yeah.
Word?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's dope. That's
Salute.
dope.
So to
Yes,
get it
sir.
at home was like
Hell yeah.
the biggest thing for me. That was an honor.
That's dope,
Honestly.
man. So before you got it through Steel Sessions and everything, what were you? Well, I don't want not to give away too many of your secrets, or whatever. But like,
of course.
all right. For instance, we had I think it was Static that was talking about this last time. You walked around with your USB all the time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I have a USB, or have my information right on the spot. Like everything's on there, so I just hit people up. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And to make sure you tag everything too, man.
Yeah,
Tag all the-
absolutely.
yeah.
I've been trying to preach that to certain people because you know how it goes.
Oh hell yeah.
But what I would do, at least as my tactic, me and Iman, another homie of mine, we would go to every event at SOBs
What?
to network every single one of them, whether it be a BET Music Matters event, Who's Next event, or just a local concert for
Yeah.
upcoming artists. Like we'll know who's connected to who or who's working with who on the music side at least, and we'll try to just go up to them, approach them, let them know who we're working with and who we're
Definitely.
established with, and just give them a little bit of comfort. We get the vibe with them. So hopefully when it comes to the creating process,
Give them
things are-
anything to take home.
right.
Give
Nah,
them something
it
to
depends on how we connect. Certain people, will take my number down. We'll really be on the phone and
Okay.
willing to build. Some people will give you the shady email.
Yeah,
so
of course.
It works that way.
Of course.
So
Everybody goes through that.
yeah,
Through that
absolutely.
shit.
I got stories for days, bro. Like,
I could imagine,
it's
bro.
crazy.
Could imagine. So, all right. I could imagine you dibble and dabble in every type of genre of music, right?
Yeah, I definitely try.
What do you stay focused on the most, though?
Oh, definitely hip hop.
Wow.
Well, when I mean hip hop, I mean like Beast Coast, like
There you go. That's
wild,
what I'm
like
looking
the
for.
culture, of course.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, definitely.
that's what I came up listening to. My mom, instead of giving me Get Rich or Die Trying, she gave me Midnight Marauders
Wow.
at 8 years old.
Hold up. She gave you what?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
And 50
that's
was
an album
popping.
too.
Like
Mhm.
it was. My mom took me to my first Kanye concert at 9, late orchestration tour.
Nice.
So I was introduced to the essence and the presence of like an MC really early. So I understand I wanted to be around that, nothing else.
Yeah.
Dope.
So
That's dope.
That's
bro.
what's up,
That-
man.
that definitely is.
Nah, seriously.
That's
a lot of
surprising.
parents need to start doing that,
Of
though.
course.
You know?
yeah.
Well, I'd be honest with you, man. Like with my son, I let him hear like a lot, like everything I grew up. You know, Boogie Down Productions. He's Tila Rock. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
yours, like the
yeah.
real. You know what I mean? Like
The real.
foundations of it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? He watched B Street. He watched Wild Style. All that.
All that.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything. You know what I mean? So he's you know he could tell the difference. But I'm not gonna lie, he's still into like what's current now. You know what I mean?
Of course,
But-
unfortunately, you have to make
Yeah.
that choice to adapt, especially in the age bracket that we're in now.
Mhm.
Like everybody's like 17 to 20 years old.
Yeah.
And that's just
Yeah.
for artists. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
There's beat makers that are 15, 16 years old coming out the gate with bangers. Like
Definitely.
It's
Definitely.
9-year-olds coming out with bangers, yo.
Oh yeah.
you know Egypt, right?
Oh yeah.
Swiss Beats son has got a Kendrick placement at 7.
That is
What?
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
You hear about
like
that? Yeah.
it's crazy.
It is serious. To be honest, my morning job, I'm not gonna lie, I work in a school.
Okay.
And shout out to Ezekiel Lyons, man. Greatest computer lab teacher in the world. He's in charge of all technology. So
Okay.
he has a computer lab where he teaches them everything that curriculum asked him to teach. Then in the back of it, he built his own studio. He's a producer. We had him on the show.
Word.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
That's fire.
he has, when I tell you that, I'm gonna put you on later on.
Okay.
He has a separate room where we got, our school is like the biggest in the Bronx that got donated for like a whole bunch of shit, like technology wise, pool and everything. We the only
That's
public
dope.
school has an Olympic pool in our school.
Word.
Kindergarten to 5th grade. Yeah.
Wow.
Olympic, straight up real pool.
Yeah, that's dope.
But anyway, he has a room set up with bean bags all over the room and everything, and everybody has an iPad with what is that, Beat Maker, the newest version of Beat Maker, and my son is into it too.
That's crazy.
And he teaches them everything, like how to count everything. I'll be walking by like, yo, this is great. You know what I mean? And he's not getting paid for that. That's
Yeah.
all just, you know what I mean, out of the love for him.
Yeah,
you know
of
what I'm
course,
saying?
of course.
Then he has the studio in the back of the technology room where whoever's nice, even the kids in the building, like they sing or whatever. He has like little sessions with them in the back and
Yeah.
record stuff or whatever. Like,
That's dope.
yeah. So,
I wish my high school. I went to high school not too far from here. I went to Roosevelt.
dude, this is not even, this is elementary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is kindergarten to 5th grade.
I had no introduction to that at
Exactly.
that age. You know
No,
what I mean?
not at all.
That's a great resource for them, a great blessing, honestly.
Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is.
Because
I give
imagine
them-
what they're gonna see when they get to middle school, high school.
Forget it. If they keep it up. You know what I
Nah,
mean? Because, you know,
absolutely,
that's
yeah.
streets will definitely, you know what I mean, tempt you and, you know,
Yeah,
but
of course.
hopefully that, you know what I mean, because we you know, that our school, we had the chess program, which was the biggest. We won
Yeah.
awards all around the world.
Wow.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean, they made a movie about it. It's called The Knights of the Bronx with Ted Danson, the dude from Cheers. He was the coach, the chess coach in our school.
That's
so,
dope.
yeah, so we always getting funded for different things, man. But anyway, man, forget about that stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
So I got a question from him. So what's your choice of weapon for when you make beats?
In what regard?
Like as far as like what DAW system, like what hardware you use, software.
I keep it simple. MPK 25 and FL Studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
That's it, man.
I'm a FL avid. I know
Keep it
Advocate.
simple.
I know Scratch.
But the intention is always like 2500 feel.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter which way I go.
Mhm.
That's what made me want to work on beats. I watched the A-Rap music video at 16.
Oh wow. Okay.
So,
So and who's like name me like your 3 top producers that you like, the top 3 your favorite.
in preference personally,
Yeah, like say like you always every time you listen to them, it's like inspiration for you to just go ahead and work.
we talking right now or all time? Because it's
All time.
That 3 is definitely different.
Yeah, all time.
If we talking all time, it's definitely Pharrell.
Okay.
I gotta put Knife in there.
Okay.
Definitely Knife on there. And who else? If you want to talk for like weary, different type of sound, especially in that time, I think I put RZA there.
Okay.
Definitely, because I feel like that inspires my sound a little bit.
Of course.
Definitely heavy Wu-Tang type. But if you're talking currently, like I'll put A-Rap Music, Cardiac, and Buddha and Grands. Like
nice.
Dope. Buddha and Grands in there. What's up?
For real.
No Mike Husband? Left Mike
Nah,
up?
we on.
I know,
that's
I
4
know,
and 5, man.
I know.
That's my.
That's 4 or 5.
That's my brother for real.
You know what's crazy? I never asked. I got to talk to Drew about this too, man. Why did it? I mean, well, probably it evolved to that maybe later on, but still, such as what they doing. You know what I mean? Everything like
It's powerful, bro.
How about a compilation out of all of that? You know what I'm saying? Like
something might be coming in the works.
I know. It has to be. I know it definitely has to be. I'm like, yo,
you gotta think about it. We just came off of a crazy 12-month run, just from April to April. You know, the first Steel Sessions came. We were shy of a few attendants. We had Dave. We had Evil D pull up. That was the first Steel Sessions in the city. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Very first. So to come and see it full circle at the Engine Room, sold out events back to back to back.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like,
it's big.
And we're about to hit Philly and Connecticut, May 19th, May 20th. And we hit Connecticut before, right after with the first Steel Sessions. And bro, an experience. So I can only imagine what's going to happen now.
Wow.
Now that we built so much awareness, you know?
Yeah, that's what's
definitely.
It's going to be crazy.
The one in Jersey was crazy, man.
Jersey was sick.
That was it for me. I was like,
a lot of good heads, a lot of good people.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of talent in the room, you know?
Definitely.
But that's for every event as of late. So it's amazing to see.
I could imagine, man. I could imagine. I missed the one in the Engine Room. I couldn't go. I had something else. But
I don't think Engine Room is like 5-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
What? You get the best of both worlds in there. You get the intimacy, and you get the next room. You get to smoke out and still vibe out to some heat. Like you know what I mean? Like, and you get to vibe with true, genuine creators. And there's no ego once you walk in because you know everybody has the same objective.
Okay.
So
that's dope.
You just willing to say hi, you know, pass a couple spliffs if you want, and it's nothing but great energy for hours.
So how long you been producing for?
On a serious note, 3 years.
Okay.
Wow. That's crazy.
I got introduced to it. At 16.
Yeah.
I started being in class on my iPad on the IMPC app, just learning how to chop.
Right.
Because I couldn't afford an MPC. It was like a rack at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
iPad like 200. Download the app and you just get the concept. And I was watching A-Rap videos, so I just try to emulate the swing and the
on
feel.
The iPad? That's dope. That's dope.
So just carry it onto FL Studio because you know it's a little bit easier to maneuver.
Of course.
And bro,
of course.
It's crazy, man.
I mean, with technology.
Yeah, technology is
it's a beautiful thing.
I know, like for me when coming up, like it was kind of difficult because we didn't have YouTube to like show. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we had to listen to like old records.
Of course,
like
man.
You had to really dig though.
Yeah, exactly.
That was an art within itself.
Right.
I missed those. I used to be able to see that because the first thing I did was take my mom's CD book.
That's it. Yep.
And start wilding on CDs because we had every CD from any R. Kelly album, Miseducation. It was written in the house, like. But then we also had my pops putting me on to like Coco Mang or a bunch of like stuff. So I grew up playing the guitar at like 4 or 5 years old.
Word.
Like for real. Like
wow, that's
so
crazy.
All that stuff, you know, plays in.
So you don't sample off of wax?
Nah, not yet.
Nah,
I want to get there truly because man,
that sound.
We tried it a few times though.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Sound on wax is totally different than sound on CD. You know what I mean? CD is compressed.
I think the colors are more just there.
Incredible, bro.
Yeah.
Incredible, and you get it. It's almost like I don't know who I was talking to about this, but like when you sample off of when you sample inside of FL Studios and then you sample from a drum machine, there's two different sounds. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the instrument.
And that's before and after the beat is done. No matter what.
Definitely.
The feel is different. Period.
Definitely.
Like,
so you could
realize it.
Imagine with the wax. You know what I mean? Now, you definitely getting that vintage Diamond D type of sound. You know what I mean? From digging in the crates and, you know what I mean? All of that. Lord Finesse type of joint. So
definitely.
That's what I, grew up on. So, like, and I used to produce, too, back in the days.
That's
I had,
crazy.
like,
now, we talked about that for real.
Yeah,
we talked about it.
Definitely.
I know you was into it.
So let me ask you this, man. As far as collaboration with other producers, right? I know Static already asked you about, like, you know, who's your top producer, but who would be your ideal?
Man, I would definitely want to work with Vinyls. You know, since the fact he's a young super producer. He's also Dominican.
Dope.
His ear is just incredible.
Ear is incredible, bro.
And I would want to work with him on a project with Ali Sostre. He's a young coming up, killing numbers on SoundCloud.
Yeah, I've heard of him. I've definitely heard of him.
He's
I
super
didn't
dope.
hear too much of his stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
Super nasty, bro.
I gotta get onto it.
He has
I
two
definitely
projects
gotta get
out.
onto it.
There's Still Up All Night, and I forgot the name of the one prior. Cause, bro, super sick. Both projects. I seen him at SOBs actually.
Yeah.
I talked to Vinyls at SOBs, and hopefully something happens.
That's crazy, bro.
But performing, Elliot got it in his bag.
Yeah.
Seeing SOBs sold out. There's a lot of people that we seen at SOBs, up and coming artists.
Yeah.
You know, they have their decent amount of people coming to support. But I seen Ellie sell it out by himself. He didn't have nobody open for him.
That's crazy, bro.
He actually, I'll take that back. Soriano, his in-house producer.
Yeah.
He's an artist as well. He came in, opened up, so it just felt like team. It all felt like one big show.
That's crazy. On what night was that? That was on like a.
It was. I want to say it was around November.
No, but I mean, what day of the week? Like it was a regular.
It was a regular Monday. I think it was a
sold
Monday or
out like
Tuesday.
that?
Yeah, sold out.
That's crazy, bro. That's
Facts.
crazy, bro. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's dope. Oh yeah.
SOB.
Oh, yeah.
If you get love at SOBs for real, you doing something. Because I've seen a good day at SOBs. I see a bad day at SOBs where all the homies in New York are like,
Yeah.
And the right person might come to you like, yo, your shit was hard. And he was the first nigga like ready to grin up like.
So
this
as
is
far as
weird.
all right, aside from Steel Sessions, all these other producer events that they got out here, do you attend those too, or it's like
there's nothing
nah,
like
nah,
it.
explain to me why though. Like, all right, not just
And this is no knock to no other producers holding any other events because I support it.
Definitely.
1,000%.
Definitely.
It's the same goal.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
different lanes.
Exactly.
It's just my personal preference because you know we fuck with our standard.
Right.
Our standard's family regardless.
Right.
Illmind, legendary.
Right.
It's just I see Steel Sessions having the best results in my opinion. You get way more interaction.
Yeah, I think it's more intimate.
It
as well.
is.
Yeah,
It is.
definitely more intimate.
I've seen a few producers come to me and tell me like, "Yo, Pastor Ox is cool. You get to play a couple beats. You just keep hearing the next guy's beats, and hopefully, if it's dope, you get a critique." I'm like, "Hopefully, if it's dope."
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the goal is to make you dope.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So if we can be responsible for that, welcome. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean. That's how I view it. And I see them doing a great job at it because me, along many others, we're becoming great products of it. You know what I mean. So
To me, too,
Steel
it's
Sessions,
almost
definitely.
like it's almost like the other events. They almost like have them on display. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like, all right, well, they're performing. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
like the interaction. It is like Steel Sessions. Like I said, no, there's nothing like Steel Sessions. Like you said,
It's
'cause
like a beat battle for yourself.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much,
yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
battling yourself, and you're
Exactly.
sitting there and seeing like, okay, I see how they react to this. Maybe I can enhance this more and just work that.
Yeah.
And that's what you're thinking on your own. Imagine with the advice of the people that are there to help you.
Definitely,
So it's
definitely.
only great results after that.
Right.
That's dope. That is dope.
Yo, it's come a long way though. You know what I'm saying, to where it's at now.
Definitely.
Because
Way long.
like back in 2000, like they used to have the IPA standard. This is the first beat battle I ever heard of in New York City ever.
Yeah.
And what they used to do was they used to have everybody come out with their NPCs all lined up on deck. You know, so you was battling whoever.
That's
You
crazy.
come with your beats array. So that way it was no like.
What year was this?
This is 2000.
Oh wow. I was 3.
Yeah, see? 2000. So it was just basically, all right, so you had 8 contestants. Whatever you use, you bought this. So if you use the ASR or SP or MP.
You had to have the whole setup.
Exactly.
All 40, 50 pounds of that
Exactly.
shit. Yeah.
And there was people that came in with their PlayStations battling.
See, but I respect
Yes.
that. I respect
Yes.
that because
That's
nowadays
crazy.
a lot of the beat battles, the homies is coming with, you know what I mean, flash drives, or
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
yeah, so it's
CDs,
like-
whatever. Yeah,
Right.
That-
It was very, I ain't gonna front, it was very intense. It just made you like.
I could imagine.
I remember my first one ever. I got to the final round and I lost. Damn. And then the next one after that, I just came in and started like.
Wow.
I was not playing. I was
Yeah.
not playing. I was just
All
like,
you need is that one.
yeah, that's it.
Yep.
That's it.
You guys know who Motif Alumni is?
Of course.
That's the homie right there.
Yes,
Shout out
that's
to
my-
Motif. Yeah.
That's my
Yes.
bro. I lost
Yeah.
my first battle to him.
Oh, yeah?
The only battle I ever had. First battle of the
he's good.
night.
But that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
He's dope.
He's dope.
He told me a great lesson though.
Yeah.
He was like, "Get your shit out." in essence, once I realized that, once I saw it, I thought I was ready for it because I'm always home cooking up. But I didn't realize. Prepare for the setting.
Yeah.
That setting is.
Yep.
Yeah,
dungeon,
definitely,
like
definitely.
He had it ready off. He had clips ready, and I was like, "Oh nah."
Basically, he came prepared knowing that he was going to take somebody's head off.
Yeah,
That's how you got to.
But he was also the championship of that battle the year before, so he already knew what he was getting into. That was my first battle ever.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good that you faced him at the final though.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a compliment right there.
And to get respect from him, even though he was there willing to work after that, it was like okay.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I was too shy, like off of where I should be.
But I feel like you learn, if you lose a situation, you more learn from it.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. He judged one of the first beat battles I ever threw. Motif judged it.
Word.
Yeah. Him. He was there. Ross Beats. I don't know if you heard of Ross Beats from Queens.
Nah.
He got songs with Sadat X and all of them and stuff like that. But Motif, he said something at the end of the whole battle too, something similar like that. Like nobody really lost here because. There's not too many venues or whatever, showcasing producers. So it's a battle, but at the same time, it's just like everybody's, like sharpening their techniques and getting, we're learning off of each other. So nobody really took it that way either. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, when they left,
I think that's the beautiful thing. Though. A lot of people forget to stay grounded, and those little things, like the cliche advice, so the ones that go over your head, that's all you need, really.
Definitely.
Because when you meet your idol, I've witnessed that. I've went and tried to speak to people that I've praised musically, and they tell me something that my mother told me. He'll tell me outside of this interview, and that's all you need. It's the simplest thing that'll get you that far.
Yeah, definitely.
That I've witnessed.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, brother. With technology and YouTube and everything getting the way it is, do you ever feel like maybe the job, I want to say, of a producer will fade out eventually, man?
I wouldn't say that. The orchestrators stay around.
Yeah, of course. But
anybody could put a little 4-bar loop together. You know who they are. People who could sit there and set a whole beat, entertain you for 3 minutes straight or however long a record is, and make sure the artist is doing their job on that. Those are the people that last. I don't think those people will ever go away. Yep. Yeah.
Because it's just, the way everything is advancing, man, and like how everybody feels like, yo, you know what, I don't need anybody. Like, that's how, the youngs, this generation's attitude is. Like, you know what?
Bro, we could talk about it. Because just on my side alone, we live on the south side.
Yeah.
So I could tell you, I name you at least 10 talents that think exactly that way. And you don't know them for that reason.
Definitely.
So
we're
trying to push that.
Yeah.
And the rare few make it there because they understand that.
Right.
And that's the price of teamwork. Wait your turn and you'll get there. And you'll stay there if you built that foundation.
But they are those few that luck up, man, and get it without anybody.
Those are the first ones to go, though.
They are. Yep. They are.
Every single time.
But you know what they also did? They inspire somebody else to do it the same exact way.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like see, for me, that's the chain of events that I feel might happen. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about now. I'm talking, later down the line. Yeah. Because the respect level right now, put it like that, for MCs have towards the older generation. Like it's no respect. You know what I mean? They don't really do their research on who started or whatever. You know what I mean? Anything. Which I'm not saying they're obligated to.
Not, but
not everybody is.
Yeah,
you know
not everybody's truly informed because some of my favorite MCs aren't even aren't informed. Exactly. Like Vince Staples said he didn't hear Illmatic till he was 19.
I know. I've
seen
that.
I mean?
I've seen that.
So it's like,
yeah,
his pen is stupid regardless.
It is. It definitely
is. But again, I think we give him that exception because of the music he's making. Yeah. Had a Rich the Kid or a Young Thug told us, I ain't never listened to Nas, I ain't never listened to Hov, we would have been in riots.
Sometimes
right
I just be like, yo, you serious?
Like, yo, you just can't believe it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard.
But it be like that though, man. You know what I mean? Because it's like it don't take nothing for these kids to start anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen young dudes, like I said, in the school, and they come up with their little raps or whatever, and they sound advanced. You know what I'm saying? And I'm listening to what they write, and I'm like, yo, this is dope. Whatever. They have no knowledge of anybody outside of like 2010. You know what I mean? Because they small. You know what I mean? So incredible. They don't know anything like that. You know what I mean? And it's crazy though. But like I said, even producers though, like you got all these young kids making beats now. Like it's gonna it might get to that point where, you know what?
I think the job of a producer, I'm not gonna say that.
Go ahead, man. Don't worry about it.
Nah. I think it's becoming harder for the ones that are here for a long time to stand out.
Okay.
Due to the fact that the technology is so easy to get your hands on.
Yeah.
But the true talent still shows. I believe.
I
know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah, definitely agree.
I know producers that use the same program as me.
A lot of producers use the same program, bro.
You know what I mean? So
only people, I think, like,
it's what you do with it. It's not what it is.
We had this conversation too, and a lot of people just feel like it might be just the name that throws people off, like Fruity Loops. You know what I'm saying? So people like, whatever. But the program itself is sick, man. It does everything it needs to do. You know what I mean? And more. And
literally
more.
Everything, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the same thing if anybody. That's like if you're comparing your 2000 XL to my 2500.
Right.
But you know more than 5 people that have it, but nobody's rocking it the way you rocking it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's your fight the whole time. Is nobody's rocking how I'm rocking.
Definitely.
If you can't say that and really know that, don't even waste your time coming to me about this, man. Nah, for real, because I met and came across about 20 people that come to me playing the same beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, we're all capable of making that beat.
Right.
That's why we shame it that much. And we're able to absorb it like it's nothing. Like it's 50 cent candy. Like, let's just stick to the culture, bro. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. If you want to adapt to the times, bring that in and sauce it up. That's how I view it. Yeah.
So let me ask you, how you feel about all right, when you go down your chain, you know what I mean? Like when you got your placements and you're doing label work or whatever, you know what I mean? You're getting your job done. How you feel about A&Rs, like in the middle of everything?
I love them.
You think they really have the best intention though for the artist and the overall album, or they just playing off their ego a little bit and saying, yo, you know what? I don't think this sounds good or whatever.
A&Rs kept the game alive in the 90s, and I think they're still keeping it alive. They're the ones giving these young kids any sense of direction because they don't have it yet.
So how about the independent labels that don't have A&Rs, like artists that don't have A&Rs and just pushing their music and throwing it out there and it's working?
I mean, independent labels, at least from what I've seen, I give them the respect because they still put in that groundwork.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People that have people to do that groundwork for them forget the intention of this.
Yes.
That's why we going crazy about what we see on Twitter this past week. Because a lot of people forget to understand or stay connected to understand.
Yeah.
That's why I said before, if you remind yourself to stay grounded, there's nothing you can't understand.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But that dude there.
Yeah.
I don't even want to give him no light.
We can't even shed no light on that, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta just pray for him.
It's horrible. Horrible, bro. I don't know.
That's my idol for real. Like. Yeah. What? As far as all this media shit goes with him, man, we only know him because his music was this dope. If his music was trash, nobody would be putting cameras on him like that. You feel me?
I just think
that's why I feel like they should at least let him rock.
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, we all human beings at the end of the day, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all right, he's been out of the limelight for a while. He's got to come back. How did anybody expect him to come back? Saying, hey, guys, I was a little sick. You know what I mean? And he's.
But when hasn't there been a time where Kanye's been truthful?
Yeah.
Every time he's been truthful since since College Dropout.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to admit it for all that insecurity shit. He pressed it, hopefully.
Yeah.
Getting that acceptance from people, and people still shunned him for shit.
Yeah, definitely.
4 albums later, same problem.
Definitely.
2018, same problem. The truth just gets more severe, and people still don't catch up.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, listen. For what anybody wants to take it as, I was a Trump supporter too in the beginning. I'm not even gonna lie. There's certain things that he does that.
Of who?
Trump.
You say you were supporting him at some point?
In the beginning. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The only reason why, I'll tell you why, straight up and down.
Go ahead.
All of these other presidents, bro, like candidates that were running from back in the days. They rehearsed their speeches and they let you know what I mean. Like they're like actors, bro, going up and getting ready to get this biggest part of their life. You understand what I'm saying? So they rehearse their speeches. They give it, you know what I mean, down to the T. You know what I'm saying? Trump was going up there sloppy, just going off the head, freestyling, off of everything.
Yeah,
and he
but
was
that
speaking.
could also be an actor's job as well.
I know that.
Well, we already know Trump is a good actor.
Definitely, definitely. But
this man had a series on NBC before he ran for president. He know how to keep himself in shape for that.
No doubt, no
Come
doubt.
on.
But I'll be honest. When he was speaking, a lot of the things he was saying was speaking to the average, hardworking dude too. You know what I'm saying? Who wasn't?
Oh yeah,
really,
absolutely.
Yeah. So,
And there's certain things I can't understand yet because I haven't been grinding 9 to 5 for I don't know how long.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So there's
Okay.
certain things I can't apply that theory to.
Okay.
So it's
Well,
harder for us to understand it.
I'll tell you, I'm gonna salute right now, but I've been grinding for 24 years, bro.
Salute
straight.
that.
You know what I'm
Salute
saying?
that,
For the
definitely.
public school systems, bro.
That's
And
crazy.
a lot of the things, like I said, that he was doing, and some of the things he's done, I benefited off of. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I was like, yo, you know, I'm not gonna lie and say I support everything he says, everything he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe that.
Now,
as far as
not to cut you off, if
Go
you were to
ahead.
take that step back and realize you weren't benefiting, would you be on his side still?
I would
picture the kid or the 30-year-old guy who's grinding just as hard as you in a different field for 24 years, not getting any benefits from this.
But you know what?
Grinding just as hard as you, no different.
No doubt, no doubt. I'm not gonna lie to you, but reality is this world, bro, and I'll never ever make an excuse for anybody else or
Nah, of
whatever the
course.
case may be. But
Yeah.
you only get what you put out in this world. You know what I'm saying? As much as you put out in this world, man. So
I disagree on that too.
But let me just finish.
I hate
let
to
me just
keep
finish.
playing devil's
Nah,
advocate.
nah,
with you,
but let me just finish. Let me
Yeah,
finish.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know tons of people, man. You know what I'm saying? That work hard and whatever, and they ain't getting the right pay they need to get at their jobs or whatever. Now I say to them, is that the system's fault or is that your fault for not grinding harder or getting a better job or going back to school, educating yourself and moving up the ladder? We only stay stagnant at one point because we allow ourselves to stay stagnant.
I think it's also because they don't allow us to be informed of the fact that there's more opportunity.
No, that's where you're wrong. We have the right to go and search for that knowledge.
No. We understand that we have the right to, but nobody ever says where we going. Nobody tells us where to go.
But aren't we individuals, though?
We get the respect we get because we found this on our own, for our own.
And why can't we continue doing that? Is my thing. Why would you wait? Why would you sit and wait for information? You understand what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you say, yo, you know what?
Some
There's
people
more going on.
unfortunately have to.
How is it that they have to?
I tell you right now, my mom created the shit for me.
Yeah.
In my family, period. Nobody in my family graduated high school, went to college, anything. My
Okay.
mom got her MPA when I was 15.
Mm-hmm.
Middle class housing. Like this, none of this shit is, we're not used to any of this shit.
Okay.
But I tell you anything I know, I'll go down to my cousins that live on the block still. Everything I tell them right now that I know, milk it to them. What they gonna do with it?
But you just said it
You
right
see
there.
what I'm saying,
What
though?
are they gonna do with it?
That's
It's
my-
their
but that's my
choice.
point, though.
But it's their choice
But that's
as
also
an
my-
individual. It's their choice to stay
Yeah, but
stagnated.
we're talking about grown men playing the block, 24, 25
dude,
years
that's
old
still
men.
their choice.
No, that's the lifestyle that they either got dropped into because
it's still their choice, though.
Yeah,
That's
but-
what they choose to do.
But it's also about that guidance. People need that. Like if
right.
you don't have that, there's no other way.
Okay.
A lot of people can grow and see their surrounding, whether it be negative or not, and can still see the light for themselves. A lot of people can't. Some people are. We're all human, but we're not all on the same spectrum.
But
we're not on the
it's-
same
it's-
frequency, unfortunately.
I understand that, but I'll tell you this much, all right? I grew up without parents. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I never met my pops, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? My mom's was addicted to, you know what I mean? Whatever she was
Yeah.
on. You understand what I'm saying? I've been in and out the streets all my life, bro. I was
Right.
playing hooky in 2nd grade. You understand what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it.
And yeah, real talk. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I've done a lot. Everything you could imagine in the streets to do, I've
To a
done.
tenfold, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
I had to get tired of myself and what I look like. You understand what I'm saying? I made the choice to say, oh, you know what? I'm going to go legit. I'm going to get a job. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work. I'm going to find until I get into that way. It was impossible. Niggas was like, yo, how you going to get into the city job? You know, whatever. Yo, if you say, yo, you know what? This is all I got. This is all me. Then that's what you're going to become. But if you really
agree to that
realize
too,
who you
yeah.
are and say, yo, you know what? I'm worth more than this and I'm better than this, and really get tired of the life you living. Come on, dude. How many times the dudes on the block see another one of their homeboys get locked up or see somebody else getting killed and say, yo, you know what? Then this is just all we know and this is all we're gonna do.
All right,
That's
what are you
ignorance,
gonna
man.
tell my cousin? I don't want to drop no names, but he's 25. got 2 Fs on him.
Okay.
What you gonna tell him?
I can't tell him anything. I can't.
You gonna come back and realize you're in the same cage you was in when you was in there. You're in the same cage. You can't get a job. No. Even if you got 2 Fs, all right,
you can still get a job with 2 Fs.
If you live in the Bronx,
which I do,
right? If you live in the Bronx, and you're a young man surrounded by this, no father, mom's is doing whatever she's doing, but you never been aware of whatever she's doing. So you gotta learn for yourself, grind for yourself,
of course,
and then still have the space in your mind to pass the knowledge down to your young bull, because you already got 2.
Of course.
You already got 2 kids at 25, and you got 2 felonies on your bin.
So the kids should be more than enough motivation to say, yo, you know what? I got to do what I got to do. I'll give you one better. Real quick.
Some grown men, you know, in our culture, they use that as an excuse.
Yeah, of course. But it's still their choice is what I'm getting down to. Now, my man got locked up 16, all right? Quarter body. I say all his business because that's my brother. You know what I mean? That's him.
Right.
Whatever. I ain't going to mention his name, though. But quarter body, 16, right? Did 23 joints. 23 joints because of the state he got locked up in. They tried him as an adult.
That's crazy.
Now, came out.
16?
16. Came out. What is it?
Soul for real.
Where we at? 17? He came out in 11. Came out in 2011, right?
Okay.
His mentality. No, matter of fact, I'll give you this one better. 2 of my boys. One got locked up for armed robbery.
Let me ask you a question. Where is that man at now, 7 years later?
I'm going to give it to you right now.
Please,
I'm going to give it to you right now. I'm going to give you this better. 2 of my boys, like I said, one of them did 23, the one did 25, right?
Okay.
One was for armed robbery, the other one was for a body, right? Both came out around exactly the same time, bro.
Right.
How fate has it. They came out, you know what I'm saying, about exactly the same time. One, my man Nick, God rest his soul, couldn't handle his life. Couldn't handle it. I was
and when you mean can't handle it, you mean he went back into it?
Yeah, he couldn't adjust to it.
Okay.
All he knew was robbery and everything. With the way things are, you know, 5-0s on every corner.
But that's the cage I'm talking about.
Yeah, but right.
Yeah.
Let me give you the scenario though.
Go ahead.
Both of them, like I said, at the same time.
Sorry for being so hard-headed.
No, not at all. Not at all. I understand.
Yeah.
But like I said, same time coming out, right? My man, like I said, Nick, he tried to get the little 9 to 5, you know what I mean? Everything they offer you, whatever, taking full advantage of it.
Yeah.
Didn't go to school in jail, you know what I mean? Just said, you know what, I'm gonna just do what I gotta do when I come out.
Right.
My other man, when he did everything he needed to do, bro. Didn't say, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to go back to. He adapted to everything that's out here. Nick, like I said, rest in peace, got killed in a robbery in the Heights. I mean, not in the Heights, in Manhattan. Right?
Wow.
Lower Manhattan. Yeah. Trying to still stay with that mentality. My other man right now, 2 beautiful kids, bro. He's making more than 50 G's a month. I mean, a year. You know what I'm saying? And climbing up even more. You know what I'm saying? He's a doorman in Manhattan and got another job somewhere else doing some other joints. You know what I'm saying?
Some things will be lessons.
It's your choice, though, is what I'm trying to get at. The same situation, same mentality, same amount of time incarcerated, coming home. It's the choice you make as an individual, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all it comes down to in life. Like, I could beat it into anybody's head that just comes home. Yo, you got to adapt to the world. Now, nothing is going to change his mind but himself. It's going to be his own decision to make that.
Nah, salute to him. Nah.
Not everybody goes through that, but I'm just stressing the point as, like, you know what I mean, like, as an individual.
Now
bro.
I completely understand what you mean. Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I didn't really.
Nah,
you know what I mean? This is something we can talk about later outside or something.
This is hours. This is like one song of a 444.
That was a good one. No, definitely though, man. Yeah, but yeah. Aside from all of that, man. I had another question then. I don't even know where it's at. Bro. Go ahead. Offer some knowledge too, brother. You from my area, you know how it does. Nah, bro. Anyway, man, I definitely want to get just cousin here, man. But it was a pleasure chopping it up with you, man. And like I said, bro, you coming anytime. I know you got some fire to play for Just, right?
Yeah, of
the
course,
end of the show, definitely. I know that, man.
But
real quick, bro. The whole Dave East process, right?
What's up?
To me, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's almost like this. It's like I don't even know how to call it, man. It's like some monumental, like, you know what I mean, project about to come out. You know what I mean? Because there's so many producers working on it and stuff like that. Do you feel like when it drops, it is making history and you're gonna be a part of that? Almost like the Nas and that's how I almost feel. Like it's almost like the Nas album, the first joint.
I mean, I don't want to say it's that impactful, Not to say it in a disrespectful way. This is
No, definitely.
You know where hip hop was. You know where New York was in '94. I didn't even get to see that, so
Okay.
I can't even imagine the parallel.
Okay.
I was talking to somebody because I'm a huge J. Cole fan.
All right.
Like super huge J. Cole fan to the point where I think he's like our Lauren.
Yeah.
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 You know what I mean? But when you talk to someone of, say, 33 years old, when they got to really witness Lauren sell as many records as she sold, the impact is there, but it's not there.
Okay.
You understand? So I try not to make those kind of comparisons, at least now, because there's not many rappers out like Dave. There's never gonna be another Nas. So it's just to see a test of time. I think that Dave's album, whenever it sees the light, is gonna be powerful for New York, and it's gonna spark a renaissance, not just for rappers.
That's what I mean.
For producers, for
in that sense,
yeah.
See,
It's gonna,
that's what Illmatic did. You know what I mean? Like
definitely.
it sparked
a
everywhere.
shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like everything I see on the gram or wherever else, like it's almost like this monumental thing that's gonna like shift and make that, you know what I mean? Make that change again. That's what I'm saying. So I know you don't want to give nothing up. I have much respect, and I kind of don't want you to let nothing out. But I just wanted to know if you really feel like you being a part of that, though, like the new shift, because a lot of the producers are like the, you know what I mean, like the new age and up and coming. So
I think we're a part of something special.
There you go.
Definitely,
that's definitely definitely agreeable, man. Like
and
I'm excited.
Imagine
bro.
how I'm feeling, bro. I just turned 21, like 2 months ago. So
serious?
they even say that you're a part of something like this at
now I
this
know
age,
why
it's
we was
like,
back and forth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, definitely.
It's a blessing for real.
Ah, man. But salute to you, bro. You keep doing everything you're doing, man.
Thank
I know
you,
you're
man.
gonna definitely change the game as more as it is. You know what I mean? Evolving. You're gonna add that special piece to it. Cause
man,
I'm not gonna lie, the Ghost Wars, that shit is that's my joint right there. Like that shit is it's such a different beat. You know what I mean? It's something that's like I live for shit like that. You know what I mean? I was a giant RZA fan, bro, and I'm not gonna lie. I based my whole when I started producing my whole techniques off of him. You know what I'm saying? I had
that man's
stacks
legendary.
of wax. Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. But Static, you want to get us into some music, man? Since we ain't got nobody to take us out real quick. I thought we was gonna get into a video, but Static, if you're not ready, don't worry about it.
I'm ready. I got something.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to center on you. So yeah, man, on Down Beats, man. Thank you for coming, bro.
Thank you for having me, man.
Get back to you in a few. We're gonna just take it out with DJ
Yo,
Static.
real quick, follow me on Instagram, Rondown Beats, Twitter, Rondown Beats.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that in the end. We're gonna definitely remind everybody in there.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Definitely, bro. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
If I hit it one time, I'm a piper. If I hit it 2 times, then I like her. If I'm 3 times, I'm a wiper. It ain't safe for the black or the white girls. It ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe. Tell your man pipe up, pipe up. And advance from the safe, in the face, in the safe. Dance to me into a nightclub. Hey, yeah, put me in, get some money, get some money. Ay, put me in, get some money, get some money. Yeah, put me in, get some money. Ay, yeah, put G in, get some money. No limit, I'm a fucking soldier. Ay, all this lit, yeah, I'm never sober. Just for 3 days in a row, y'all be coming over. Told that bitch to kick rock, she act like it's a boulder. Ay, right, shopping, that mean copping, always popping, hella popping. She's a popper, homie, hopping, ain't no stopping. Album dropping, got the city on fire. Lying on me like she tired. I'ma have to around and call Maya. Oh, turn up the pot, jambalaya. Young girl, hit it one time, I'm a piper. If I hit it 2 times, then I like her. You know, 3 times, I'm a wiper. It ain't safe for the black or the white girl. It ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe. Tell your man pipe up, pipe up. And advance from the safe, in the face, in the safe. Dance to me into a nightclub. We can keep it going to the early morn. Love the way you moan, sing that sexy song. We can keep it going to the early morn. Love the your toes. Baby girl, let me show you the world. We can kiss and make love on the beach. I can make you dinner penthouse sweet. Love to taste your juices cause you so sweet. Coming back to back, got you so weak. We can keep it going to the early morning. Like the way you moan, sing that freaky song. We can keep it going to the early morning. Like the way you moan, sing that freaky song. We can get along, baby, at the dawn. I can be that pussy all night long. I can get you wet like a mega oceans. Baby, get your body and you know you close in. I can throw that clip in the screen motion. How you coming like the waterfall, Niagara Fall. Let the come down, trickle down, so that pussy fuck it all around. Suck them titties, get a little head. Silk sheets, rose petals in the bed. Canopy, rock, steady, 12 play, all candy. And she asked me what I want, I'm like, girl, is you ready?
Mrs. Barker, it's beginning to look like your boy is mixed up in the theft of this man's money.
I don't see how that could be. I've always raised my sons to be honest and God-fearing. Why, they go to church every Sunday.
I'm not interested in whether they go to church or not, Mrs. Barker. Fact of the matter is, your boys are under suspicion for several other robberies around here.
That's a lie.
Yo. I don't even hear myself. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yo. DJ Static killing it once again.
What's going on?
At this part of the show, we got a second guest in the building, man.
What's
This is
going on?
Just Cuz, straight out of CT.
Yeah, man. Connecticut, man.
Welcome, my brother. Welcome.
How you doing?
It's an honor and pleasure to have you guys here, man.
Nah, I'm glad you brought me out here, man. This is dope. I like the setup.
I gotta thank Drew, man. Drew's the man.
Yeah,
huh?
Drew.
Got a seat right here for him. He's hesitating, man. I don't know
yo,
what
man.
it is, man.
He always behind the scenes, man. But he one of the guys that make it all work, man. So
Definitely is, bro. Definitely is a good brother, man. I really salute you guys. But what part of CT you from, bro?
I'm from New London.
New London? Dope.
Finger to the thumb. You know what I'm saying? From the L.
Got a lot of friends in Stanford, man.
Stanford, I don't be out there like that.
Yeah, it's crazy out there, bro. It's crazy out there. Like I didn't know what it was until I started walking around 2 in the morning. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? It looks like. Nah.
Yeah, the zombies be outside. They be out there everywhere.
Man.
They be outside in New London too.
Oh yeah.
Oh come on, man.
Wow.
It's yeah.
What part is that of Connecticut? That's like a whole town of Puerto Ricans, bro. Like it's literally like.
Willamette.
Where's that?
Willie Rico. That's what we call it. Willie Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, they got the frogs. They got the frogs
everywhere.
on the bridge. As soon as you get off the bridge, you see the frogs there. You know what time it is.
It's everywhere out there, bro.
Yeah.
I went to the Puerto Rican Day Parade out there. That's just beautiful, man. I used to go every year. Every year, it's gigantic park. You know what I mean? And everybody just walking around showing
that's
love.
That's too.
Definitely.
That's it's crazy out there.
Oh yeah, it is, man. Believe me, I know. We used to go in the Loud truck. That's when Pun was. We used to promote for Pun and for Loud and stuff like that, and we was out there heavy, bro. Heavy, giving out shirts. Anyway,
Back
man.
in the wave.
Yeah, man. So let us know, bro, a little bit about yourself, man. How long you been rapping?
Shit, man.
MCing.
I probably been rapping like seriously, like taking it seriously for I would say 10 now.
10? Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
I've been working. I'm from, like I said, New London, Connecticut. A lot of times when people hear Connecticut, I was just having this conversation with people. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get these ideas of like suburbs and nice houses and all that shit. And that shit's dope, and it's definitely in Connecticut.
There's definitely
but that ain't where we from. So I started making music when I was like 17. Like for real. I always did battles and all that. Like growing up, I didn't write my first rhyme down till I was like 17. Wow. Growing up, all I was doing was like we'd be around, you know, we grew up in the era where I'm watching like Murder Mook and them battle and all that. So I'm 14 at the venues, like niggas like, yo, he rap. I'm like, who raps, huh? We running down on it. It's like, yo, what's up? So I was always freestyling. You know what I'm saying? I used to make bread like no lie. We'd be in the lunchroom. They'd be like, yo, I could point to 15 different things and I won't mess up, and I just switch. I just keep pointing.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Without alcohol in your system?
No alcohol, not then.
That's crazy.
We'll get to hear that today.
Not then. I was only like 14. But you know, we bet. You know what I'm saying? I bet like 10 motherfuckers. $10 a piece. Boom, I don't mess up. My brother would set it up. Because we do it at the crib. And I just got to the school. He's like, yo, I bet you you know how many battles I got into because of my brother? I'd be at the lunch table. He'd be like, yo, son, chilling. Yo, I bet you my brother will kill you right now. And I'm looking up like, damn, son, like I'm just trying to eat lunch. But you know,
that's hip hop.
Yeah, it was always. So I love that era. That's why I'll be talking to some of the youngest now. That's my little homies. I'll be like, yo, y'all can't be scared to rap, son.
Nah, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, if somebody call your card, if you don't got nothing prepared, at least freestyle, do something. You know what I'm saying? Show them that you got it. Show them that you respect the craft.
But I think it's like a whole different feeling, like when because I had cats come up here and they freeze under pressure, like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, dude, if you master your craft, you know what I'm saying? You gonna tell me all you do is just write a rhyme one time and then that's it? Like you don't rehearse it, or you know what I'm saying? Go out there, like, come on, that's craziness, man.
I always said that. I was always looking at it like, even if like I understand how it is to write a bunch of raps and a bunch of songs, and you might not remember that one verse that got 48 bars in it.
Yeah.
So I get that. But I always said, like, yo, when I go to practice room, I don't know. In the event that I don't and I choke somewhere in between, bro, I'm a freestyle the rest of that shit to make sure I clean it up. Like, I'm never going to fall off and be like, oh, my bad.
Exactly.
Like, you know, you got to keep going, you know.
So, all right, I don't want to say open mics, man. These showcases now that are coming out, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how big the circuit is in Connecticut, but in New York, there's like every day of the week there's a new showcase coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like with local artists or whatever, you have to pay to get you know what I mean? Or you get your tickets or whatever and you sell them or whatever the case may be. I do knock it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I can't stand one of the promoters. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna mention nobody's name, but I see what they do. You understand what I'm saying? And it's almost false hope. You know what I'm saying? Like for an artist. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, well, you're gonna get somewhere. But at the end of the day, I always tell the artist, like, yo, what did you get out of that? You know what I'm saying? Like oh no, but there was A&R in the crowd, and I'm like, all right, so what happened after that? You understand what I'm saying? Like, my thing is, yo, if you're gonna throw an event, make sure that at least the artists, there's some kind of benefit for the artists at the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of something somewhere.
It got to be that way. And I think growing up and doing it a couple times that way, and also, you know, my pops always used to instill in me, like, whatever you doing, study it. Know what you doing. So if there's a reason, like if son throwing the show and you're not going to pay, you know, $500 to open up for this man so that you can stand in the crowd for 5 minutes, understand, why does he have the venue to throw the shows? Where's his lane at? What makes sense, and how do you get and approach that lane now? As opposed to saying, let me go stand on stage. I don't got no merchandise. I don't got no. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shout my accounts out on the stage, and you gonna remember me by tomorrow? Nah, that's not how it works. Smart. So it's always building the approach to say, what lane is it that people are in? What's beneficial for you, and how do you construct that and make it work for you? So I always look at that, and I tell my young homies too, like, don't do that. Don't pay for nowhere. And if you happen to, and it felt like it was a great move, you better have all the merchandise and all the things in the world that you could set up and try to move, or have a bunch of people moving for you. I recently did a P&B rock show at the spot in New London. It's called The Guard. It's like our Apollo. Okay. But it's seat like 1,500. But I ain't paying nothing for it. But
you opened up?
Yeah, I opened up. Dope. And so we did the venue. But I had my peoples outside, my cousins and all them. Like, my cousin was just hustling everybody down, like, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Like, I made mad bread off of just selling CDs and different stuff. Well, I made it at the end, but I wasn't putting in the groundwork. But it was just like, those are the type of venues where I can
but
say,
if it wasn't you, there would be no groundwork.
I feel you. But so I just think that, again, make everything make sense. You know, don't just go do something for the sake of being like, yo, I'm about to go out here and I'm gonna perform, and there's an A&R in the crowd. Like, do you know who the A&R is?
Did you
who
feel
is the A&R
like,
that's in the crowd?
Did you feel it was kind of beneficial opening up for somebody? Like, did you feel like, all right, well, because that's kind of what gets a lot of these dudes. It's like, oh, you know what, you open up for him, so everybody, you know what I mean, that's waiting for him, they're gonna see you first. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody after the main act is going home. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's sticking around to see the afterwards.
I think that. Was it beneficial? Hell yeah. In that light, that I didn't have to spend $1,500.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's always beneficial to practice,
That's
too.
what they wanted? For you to open up?
There's usually something crazy like that. You know, a stack, 15. They always want crazy. The venue's huge.
Open up?
The venue, crazy. They'll hit you.
I heard it be up there. Yeah, I heard it.
They'll hit you. $750. It's a stack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never do that. But again, I got blessed. You know what I'm saying? One of the homies had the link, and he linked me in. So shout out Mo for that.
Documented all that?
What you mean? Did I film
it all?
Yeah, I got everything. I think why I did it again is it's a huge venue, 1,500 people sits, so it's good. I met a lot of new people, got a lot of new fans that way, and also, I mean, you never can not want to practice your craft, you know. And it's a huge stage, so I put together like a set. I didn't just go out there and rap. I had like a set where I had this crew come out and do a dance to this record that I had, the Kaepernick record. And so, I mean, I really set up a show so that people would remember. Right. And it was crazy because my little bro had a basketball game, and I'm at a basketball game, and some girls from a whole nother town, like, aren't you the dude from the P&B Rock Show? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, my God. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? So you get love even if you don't know how it's going. But I would never, if it's a free opportunity, free is for me. So, you know, I always build on the craft.
Do you kind of feel sometimes like, yo, you know what? Well, let's just say whatever circumstances be. Would you feel satisfied? Like, yo, you know what? My town is loving me. You know what I'm saying? And I got more respect here than even trying to chase the dream of, like, getting, you know what I mean, to worldwide recognition. Is your town respect more? You know what I mean? Like,
nah, hell nah. I don't want to say it like I don't care about what my town think. I mean, I love everybody that show me love, but that ain't never the end game. I think that people that get caught up in that is usually the people that end up being the shoulda couldas, or like, yo, I never want to be the guy that was like, yo, son was nice, but, you know what I mean? So
like the local football hero, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
from
exactly.
School.
Like the folklore dies. And I think with music now, I think at a certain point, you had to get moved out and things got moved on quickly,
Mhm.
and it just was what it was.
Definitely.
But now with streaming sites, I don't think you could ever die as an artist anymore, because people always want to hear a section of music. Like, for example, you get 35-year-olds that might only want to listen to that Jim Jones joint,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah.
dropped, and they all gonna listen to it. They all got bread now.
Mhm.
They all on their streaming sites, and they gonna stream it and play what they want to play.
Definitely.
The kids gonna play what they want to play.
Definitely.
But there's no lane where it's like where labels used to be able to boot you out, like, oh, you passed this time, or we ain't really rocking with you, so you done. So you out to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wayside. There really is no wayside anymore. Everybody has a chance. I listen to exactly what the fuck I want to listen to every time I want to listen to it.
Dope.
If I don't want to listen to Lil Yachty, I'm not turning that nigga on. I'm not putting him on my streaming site. Not that say there's nothing wrong with something. I'm just saying, like, that's just not for me. So if I want to bump that new Jim Jones, I'm bumping it. And I know there's
what if, I don't mean to cut you, but what if Yachty comes to you like, yo, I want to do a song with you?
Yeah, I don't got no problem with Yachty. Shit, why would I? Yo, I don't got no problem with the new age, man. I used to feel like, oh, that niggas is, but you just doing what you want to do, man. And I don't never have a problem as long as you get into the money. And again, like y'all was talking about, old boy back there, Kanye and all that. As long as you don't jump off the bridge and say some shit like Kanye, you know what I'm saying? I can't never rock with that shit no more. So nah. There's too many other things that go involved with, you know, what he said, and prior to that like I can't respect, even if you trying to create some.
So he hit you up after the show, yo, let's get this track going, nah?
Shit, that's crazy. Here's what I say
Real
about
talk,
that.
real
Hold on.
talk,
Nah, I
though.
was about to say, I don't want to say it, but like, nah, nigga. I would really want to talk to son and really understand what the fuck he's talking about. And honestly, the way I am, the way I grew up and the way I built, man, it's like, if Kanye was looking at me, somebody else looking at me, that's good enough. So I'll be all right. I'll figure it out.
So you would turn him down?
I would want to understand him first.
Nah, let's say you can't. Let's say you just can't. But he's like, yo, the track is ready. We need you in the booth. It's that easy. Just like that right now.
Yeah, son. You know
real
where you got to
talk.
stand on your ground, man. I'm going to stand on my own 10 toes, man. I don't agree with nothing that man said, and I feel like he set the world back a little bit. As far
But
as
aside from that, though.
So
see,
nah,
this is the
so nah.
thing. But look, listen. Anybody can say whatever they want to say in this world. Does that take away from the creative genius that he is as far as music production? Now, wouldn't you want to bless one of the hottest? You know what I mean? Like, aside, take away what he said. You know what I mean? Go back a couple of months, and you know what I mean?
I wish I could. If you asked me that like 2 weeks ago, I'd have been like, hell yeah, Kanye.
But not. You see, you still getting hung up on what he said, though. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, though, as a producer, the level of music that he's bringing to you, and you're gonna be able to go. You don't know what kind of, you know what I mean, great fucking song will come out of that studio that day. You know what I mean? A collaboration with him and you. He could probably bring the best out of you even more. You understand what I'm saying? And make the song like incredible. Does that get ignored just because of what he says?
I think the easy answer is hell yeah, I'm jumping on a record with Kanye. I'm
There
telling
you
you,
go.
if I was in a room with that man and this is just who I am, like
No, of course.
I gotta
course.
figure it out. And if at the end of that conversation I feel like you still held where you at, like nah, I would never pair myself with certain people that are in a certain line. I don't care what you do. If
Okay.
niggas is ratting and snakes, dog, I'm not running around like,
Oh,
yo,
yeah, that's
you a
different,
great,
though.
you a great, and nah, but I'm saying it's all the same thing. Who you align yourself with,
Kinda.
you know what I'm saying? You representing what they representing at the same
Exactly.
time.
I understand.
So if you a rat and a snake, I'm gonna be like, yo, but he a great producer. He ain't told on the whole city, but fuck it, son nice. Like
I
at a
understand.
certain point, you got to stand on your own. Again, that's
I
the
understand.
biggest hypothetical in the world.
It is.
You
It
know,
is.
of Kanye
It is.
West just being the only nigga in some crowd that be like, yo, you the motherfucker I
You
want to
never
work
know.
with.
You
right.
never
Hopefully
know.
he see this shit and
Because
we
shit
can
like
talk.
that has happened. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that has happened. So you can never say that.
So the easy answer would be, I would say yeah, but the honest answer would be like I would really have to chop it up. With
Of course, man. See, but as a human, that's your natural reaction.
Yeah.
As an artist, though, your first reaction is like, hell yeah, let's do the song. You
My
understand?
first reaction would be like, how the fuck did Kanye hear this shit word up?
Oh, but you
I'm
never
with
know,
it.
though, bro.
Nah, yeah, I'm
You
like, man,
never know.
that's the goal. That's the lane. But this motherfucker in Calabasas locked in his closet. You know what I'm saying? He ain't listening too much right now.
Never know, though. You never know. Because I would feel, my thing is like you as an artist, you know what I'm saying? Your overall objective is to get your music heard to the world, you know what I mean? At the greatest quality of sound. You know what I'm saying? So if you got the top dude there, fuck what he's saying, what he believing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel, man. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like also just for me, because I've spoke out against it in a certain light, just for my own self. It's not even about
I
him.
understand that.
And I would have to,
understand
you know what I'm saying? You can't backtrack on your own words. If you say something and
can't.
then be like, oh, well,
can't.
well, this circumstance means, so it really would
But
be
you-
about my own self as well. That
you
that
also would
make
have
me-
an opportunity to speak to the world now because you on a track with this dude. The world's going to be listening. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not saying you got to do the content that he wants you to do.
I would just diss Kanye on his beat.
There you go. There you go.
I would just diss that nigga and really and really blow up.
Let's talk about the Green Couch, man.
All right, man. Green Couch. So I have an EP out. It's called Green Couch, and the full version is called Green Couch Syndrome. How that shit actually came about is, man, I had just lost a job. Actually, I didn't even have a job. I was some little bullshit shit I had for like 2 weeks, but like, you know, I wasn't hustling. I had a kid on the way. I had broke over my shorty. I ain't even gonna get into all that. But when that happened, I had a kid on the way, and it wasn't with her. So I had mad shit going on. I ain't have nowhere to go, no place and I was at my man's crib on his green couch. You know what I'm saying? And I would sleep on his couch every day. And like I said, I never wanted to be the shoulda, coulda, woulda guy. But everybody in my town, they know me. They champion me as one of the guys like that could really do it. And I was just looking at my life like, where the fuck is this shit going? Like, I'm sitting here on a couch every day. I don't got my own shit together no more. Everything fell from a platform that I once had. You know what I'm saying? And I woke up every day and I wrote every song on Green Couch I wrote on that Green Couch.
Wow.
So I woke up every day, you know, probably smoked a little, drunk a little, wrote a record a day until it all came out. And then I just put it together and went to my man Brian at THR down there, and we put together the album Green Couch. And so it's called Green Couch Syndrome, and it's just kind of, everybody has their Green Couch, you know? I feel like everybody hit their rock bottom or a place where they're like, yo, how do I turn this around? And kind of like what you were saying earlier, it's like some people make that adjustment and some people don't. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to be the man that wasn't going to make the adjustment, not just for me, but for my son. You know, I ain't gonna be no bum nigga in the world. I can't give you no wise words if I'm not living by the words that I'm trying to spew to you. So I felt like I had to be an example. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Green Couch Syndrome is about.
I gotta commend you for that, man. I really respect that. I definitely respect that. And I, you know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We all make choices, man. Sometimes good ones, sometimes bad ones. But for me, I feel like, you know, anything you do, but you can't undo it, but you could definitely, you know what I mean, better yourself and learn from that mistake. You know what I'm saying? And your therapy was the Green Couch. You understand? Your therapy is your music. You understand what I'm saying? And you poured everything into that. That's why, regardless to whether it sells 10 copies to 10 million copies, you know what I'm saying? It means more. You know what I mean? Than anything else. You know what I'm saying? That fuck. You know what I mean? The status of the world, bro. You know what I mean? Like, to me, there's things that I've done in my life, and I focus all my energy, and you know what I mean? And therapy into those things, and shit ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, but. At that time, I could remember, like you just said, that was my Green Couch. Now that, you know what I mean, it makes sense to me, and I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm proud of that shit, man. So we go. But I know from what I heard of the 5-joint EP, it's definitely gonna do something because there's oh man, what was the name of that joint, man? Is it God? Something God?
God.
Oh, yo, that's my joint right there, bro.
Appreciate it.
That's my joint right there.
That's
where can you get this EP at?
It's on Spotify. It's on all major streaming platforms. Tidal, Apple Music, Google Play.
Yeah. It's definitely dope, Static.
And so
I want to check it out. I want to play for the show next time.
Oh yeah,
if you get a chance, man, definitely view that. I got the Kaepernick record, and that did a lot. That's kind of, I mean, I've known Drew for forever, so I would have said that's how we linked. But after I did that, we ended up linking it. It did almost like 300,000 views.
Yeah, let's talk about that too, man, because that's a powerful video, bro.
So again, as you can see from the song, I kind of do, I mean, morals mean a lot to me and how things are portrayed. So I look at things like, you know, the way they did him, which is crazy to me, but I understand how the world works. And I understand that there's a certain control and a certain power that you got to not accept, but you got to know going into whatever it is that you're going to do, that you're going to be up against some things. I think what Kaepernick meant to me is that, you know, it was a new anthem, you know, and they were showing us how they viewed us and how they felt about Black America, or just, I mean, minorities in general.
Minorities,
just like, yo, this is what we could do. Like, yo, he had great numbers. He did a bunch of great things. But if I so decide to sit your ass down and take away everything you love, I could do that.
Of course.
And everybody will know, and nobody will do anything. It's the same way you look at people that get killed on camera. Everybody will know, and people will be upset. But when it's all over, nobody will do anything. And it continues to happen, and they letting you see it now. Before they try to keep it, cast a stone and hide their hand, they're not doing it no more. And they don't have to.
They don't
Because it's proven that you're just going to get upset, you're going to march around, and then what are we going to do? So I felt like, again, Kaepernick for me was just You know, I was tired of hearing this shit, man. I was tired of scrolling on my page, and I mean, I work in the community as well. You know what I'm saying? Because we all been through things, and everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little older than some of my younger homies that's 16 and 15, and so I try to drop jewels to them as opposed to being like what I was taught when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like my bigger homies, not that I put anything on them. You at a certain point, you grown and you make your decisions, but I don't think they knew what else to teach me except the shit that they was teaching me. You know what I'm saying? So like when they saying it, it feel right to them in the moment. Like, oh, you got to do this, and don't let no nigga play you like that. And if you see him, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just little things like that. And now I tell my little homies, like, look, I'm not going to tell you everything peaches and roses. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get into some situations and you got to do what you got to do that. But if somebody down the block saying you pussy, that don't mean you got to run down the block and go do everything and 10 plus them because they down the block for a reason. They don't really want what they're saying. They don't really want the smoke they're saying. They want the reaction, and they want everybody else to be joined in on it, and they want to take you out your element.
Of course.
If you got some sort of thing that you work towards, don't let motherfuckers take you out your element. You have to be who you are through and through. Definitely. I don't let nobody take me off my ground. Again, if you're in my space and it's something like that, of course, then it's on. Then that's just where we got to take it. But if you ask me, I'm always the person like, man, you all good. Oh, so said, that's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got to keep it pushing because that shit ain't going to save you. I got mad niggas. I got brother doing, you know what I'm saying, doing 12. I got niggas doing 35. I got niggas that's dead. Like, and everybody had the same mentality. Everybody had the same idea that this is how we do. And everybody leaves. It's the same game, different players.
It's just to me, I'm 44, bro. I'm about to be 45, and I mean, Static knows. You know what I mean? Like, we from the same era, and at our eras, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have a choice but to be that way. You understand what I'm saying? So that shit gets passed down. You know what I'm saying? Like, even I can remember, you know, like you just said, older dudes on my way. There was no positive coming out of their mouths at all. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just like, yo, hold this.
It felt positive to them, though.
Yeah, yo, it definitely did. It definitely did. But in hindsight, when I look at it, I'm like, yo, I was holding this for this dude. You know what I mean? And I could have lost my life, you know what I mean, for what he was doing. But he treated me like, you know what I mean, like I was his son, too, at the same time. Because I've been in situations where I was like, yo, call this dude. You know what I mean? And he's there right away. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, and that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean exactly that. It's like, yo, niggas that teach you something, and it's not like they false with it. It'd be the same reason where, you know what I'm saying, I got ran down on one time. I called my mans immediately because niggas, boom, who was there? ASAP. Exactly. Everything that we needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was always love like that. You know what I'm saying? It was nobody was gonna violate. Nobody was. That was my big bro.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, again, he learned this from other people, and they kept passing it down. And so for me, I'm always been a thinker. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am. I always try to analyze situations before I talk to people, before I meet people. I'll be the quietest nigga in the room for 2 weeks until I can see what's going on. So like, as I got older, I was analyzing situations around me. I don't need to touch fire to know that it's hot. So if I see other people doing certain things in a certain way, I can say, all right, that don't really make sense, or I can't really move this way and that way. And so now, like, I work with kids a lot. You know what I'm saying? I work with the youth, again, to just try to give them a little bit of different guidance than the surroundings. And, you know, like, I'm from the town, so we know everybody and how some kids' household is. You know who they pops is and who they moms is. So I already know how you growing up, and there's certain things, like, you can't talk to certain kids a certain way because they're already seeing things. So it's like, again, when I make my music, I want people to be able to relate to real life, but understand that there's other options. You know what I'm saying? More or less, like you said, 444, J. Cole, like, those are the type of cats that I listen to. You know what I'm saying? I listen to that type of shit and try to build. Obviously, we all got different type of records. But,
of course.
But I like to influence. But reality-wise, like I said, like Kendrick, I think is a good person, too, that does that could still give you the good hood edge, but still give you messages where it's not like somebody preaching at you. You know what I'm saying? I knew growing up, I don't want nobody to preach at me like, don't do this or this will happen. Like, nobody want to hear that shit.
No, at all.
So, you know, it's got to be a balance of a way that you can present it to people where they can feel the message and they can still feel like they got something from it, and they can still feel like you're not judging them for who they are, but you just explaining like, yo, all right, this is what you're doing, but we can make it another way if that's what you so decide.
Most definitely, bro. Though we a little pressed for time. I wish you would have came earlier, man. I wish we would have had not earlier, but I wish we had more time on the show, man. You gotta come back, bro.
For sure.
You definitely gotta come back. We have a whole fucking hour for you, bro.
Let me
you know what I mean?
let me announce a little bit.
Yes, yeah. Go ahead, bro.
So I'm aside from Green Couch, I'm working on a new EP. It's actually done. It's called ETA, Estimated Time of Arrival. I got a bunch of big producers on it. I got Buddha and Grams produced on it.
Dope shit.
I got Mike Cuz. I got Troy Oliver. I don't know if you know Troy Oliver.
Yeah, I know who he is.
He produced Genuine, My Whole Life Has Changed, Jenny from the Block. I got JoJo Beats on it. And again, the concept is just like, you know, the arrival of all these things that are happening for me now. And I've been in and out the game with different things. I got records before where I done wrote hooks for people to sing. Not Dave East to sing, but records that he's on. I wrote, you know what I'm saying, I did records with the game and shit like that. So I've been
dope shit.
In and out.
When you dropping that?
The ETA. I'm having a listening party at the end of this month and then deciding like
where?
From there. So
CT?
Yeah, Connecticut.
Yo, drop me the address, man. I'll come
for
through,
sure.
bro.
If you pull up, it's gonna be live.
Hell yeah, man. I'll definitely come through, bro.
And
I'll tape the shit up, play it in the show, man.
Drew was talking about trying to do one out here too as well in New York one, because I'll be out here now. And I got to give a huge shout out, like I said before we get to the raps, to Drew, Vantage One. Man, that's the bro. I knew him in high school, but he did a lot for me as far as all these recent things that are happening. And he came to me one day in my studio. Was like, "Yo, son, you dope. I really fuck with it. I think we could do some shit." And he put me in a lot of these good loops. And the people felt the same way. Like I said, I linked up with Buddha and Grands, and they was rocking. Mike Cuz rocking with it. Troy Oliver, all that. So I appreciate son. I know he's out in the room. He ain't want to get it here. He behind the scenes.
We gonna get him in here somehow, man.
But Vantage One, man.
We gonna get him in.
That's what we repping. Steel Sessions is the dopest shit too.
Definitely is. Shout out to all of them, man.
But yeah, I ain't gonna talk your ear off. I feel like I got mad political here.
Yeah, man. Nah.
Yeah, that's what happened. So we were supposed to talk about the raps and
we're gonna get to it.
It's all good.
This is where the main event happens right now. You know what I mean? So
I'm
the
ready to
focal
rap.
point of the show. But we're gonna get him in. We could just play some. Oh no. We're gonna get into that Kaepernick video. Definitely, man. Introduce that for you, brother.
So man, like this is Kaepernick. This is Just Cuz off the Green Couch EP, man. Y'all tune in. I think this is like the rip version. So if you want to see the higher quality after this, go to my page, Justin Dozier, underneath Just Cuz, and it's on there. Type in Kaepernick. We can just blast the record. You don't got to blast the video. The video say something like New Anthem or something like that on YouTube. It's all good. Just blast the record.
Yo, dear America, why don't Keisha and Laquana get treated the way that Haley and Sarah does? They shooting to kill first, say they scared of us. What if we scared too and try to pull the same move? You don't know what it's like. Driving at night, when flashing them lights, it's a flashier life. Try to reach for your papers, get you blasted like twice. Cuffing you while you bleeding, trying to read you your rights. Right. It's the land of the free and the brave. I got 26 years of being a slave. Got a couple different peers who sleep in the grave. So I'll be damned if I'm a man who don't speak what he think. Hands up, don't shoot, get you executed. Plant drugs and the guns and you're death polluted. It's your fault, homie, you got caught. They forget you in the week like it ain't happened at all. Can you see? There ain't no love, they call us thugs. And we won't stand for it, won't stand for it. Oh, say, can you see? They kill our people, we ain't equal, so we won't stand for it, won't stand for it. I said, this right here gon' blow, I'm a balloon shit. Tired of the Stacey Dash, Don King Coon shit. Y'all some yes and massa, should I tap my feet faster? Django, Samuel L. Jackson, little bastards. Now they saying blue lives matter and shit. I'm black 24/7, you just blue for a shift. Ain't no white privilege, what they tell me while I'm living. So why it's only blacks that get sold to the prisons? Some people hold opinion on these killings just don't add up. They like, he should've listened, man, shut your stupid ass up. Sometimes I gotta question if this living is real. Wintertime, hoodies down just so we don't get killed. If we do, mama gotta pay a funeral bill. And we broke, so ain't no hope for no funeral wheels. Chill, I'm getting getting chills for all of my fallen soldiers who died on the land they built with no closure. Can you see? There ain't no love, they call us thugs, and we gon' stand for it, won't stand for it. Oh, see, can you see? They kill our people, we ain't equal, so we gon' stand for it, won't stand for it. Yeah.
That's it, son. That's all I'm waiting for.
Oh, we back. Definitely back. I didn't think of that. So yeah, definitely is. This is the greatest part of the show, man. My highlight. This is when we get the. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Josh Jacobs too, man. Just hit me on the jack. I gotta call you when I get out of here, bro. Yeah. Thank you to DJ Static coming through, man. He's definitely a part of the show now. He'll be here every week. And except Mother's Day. Nobody's gonna be here, man. Ain't nobody gonna be here for Mom's Day, man. Yeah, shout out to my mom too. She's a faithful watcher, man. God bless you, Mom. I love you. And yeah, so whenever you guys are ready, start this off. Oh, word. Hold on 1 second, little technical difficulty. Let me get that real quick.
Can you give me the plug or something?
Is that strip on?
Bang my head up. Fuck it. It's all good. It's for hip hop, man. It's for hip hop. So yeah, we're about to get into this freestyle, y'all.
Yeah.
Whenever you ready.
I love this rap shit, man.
Don't worry about it, man. Just got 5 minutes left.
Yo, that's what we doing on the time.
Is it running?
I don't know. You connected?
Yeah, it's on. It's
Yeah, I hear something.
I'm all the way up.
It'll be louder than
Yeah. Let me talk to him like this, man. Yo. You ain't a baller, man. Your money look fatigued. I'm the XFL, ain't a nigga in my league. Call the Keanu Reeves, try and keep up with the speed. Cause hustling like hoes, try and keep up with the D's. How can I explain every track? I'm the train. Shit, I could never slack. That shit is in my jeans. It's syrup sipping fitters, cause my shit be on the lean. And you blind when you sleep, couldn't see me in your dreams. Wake up, niggas, and bitches too. It's a room full of hoes, and I'm hand picking too. Talking white girl, black girl, 10 bitches too. You the best, call me deaf, nigga, hand me the proof. I'm sorry, M, and RIP to friends. Keep a focus like a lens. Now I'm smoking, sipping Hennessy. I'm in the building here to end your lease. It's like they faking with the bloods. They ain't thug, they pretend to be who you know, so exquisite with a flow. Religious type of glow, they believe in me for show. I want 6 figures or bigger, and figures niggas so bigger with blickers, gripping them triggers with no liquor shot to your liver. Now pray the doctor deliver what he getting paid for. Got you in the system, why you think you getting played for? And fuck a fame, man, they need to start a grave hall. I body everybody here and then I grave y'all. Fuck a morgue, shit, I'm ripping off they tops, yo. No fuck 'em all, put them dickheads in a box, yeah. No fuck 'em all, I'ma leave them where they drop. Cause the fiends Danny Glover, so them niggas wanna cop, yo. Saying you the... Woo!
That was good.
Man.
So we got one more?
Yeah, we got one more.
Let's go.
One more. What else we got? Yeah. in my bag right now. Need a target I can hit, sit your ass right down. Touch me and you it, this is tag right now. I'm only 4 bars in, I'm about to spaz right now. Like, who on my level, go get the shovel. I'm digging up the dirt, who going first? Come meet the devil, they picking up my verse. Punter Christopher Wallace, the city where niggas wildin' is. Run your kicks so you wilder, to run as quick as you got it. From me, you ain't getting nada. Bustin' shit if you got it, cause trust me, it's not a problem, dog. They ain't start making them shits when they made yours. Levels to the shit and I'm running the top floor. Shorty love it thick and she begging the top more. But it's back to the money, like the money on the ground and my back on the floor. All eyes on me, leave them traumatized. Everybody down the ride till it's homicide. Let them talk, then they caught. Watch how niggas jump ship. Shit'll look like crisscross on the Amistad. My mama tried not to raise a dumb nigga. Not a token black guy, no I'm not the one nigga. Grind all night till the sun come up. I'm 25 now, I gotta watch my son come up. When we broke, black and struggling, move, cracker, hustling, brown bag or duffling. These cards I'm shuffling till I'm on deck. It ain't money or the fam, nigga, I'm all set. Cause I want checks per check, yo. They still better act right. If things do matter when considering your black life. See, fuck a shooter, my fist is the executor. I turn them to Martin Luther, they could die over these black rights. The left's too. Jab, jab, pivot, hit it when I step through. Could have a bad year and it's cool. Man, it's like copping this year bands and next year bands. You know a nigga recoup who I'm being compared to. Objects seem closer than they appear. Consider these niggas rear view. Mirror in my image, but clearly ain't got a clear view. They ain't deaf, nigga. They just don't hear you.
Dope shit, dope shit. We gotta end that off, man. We gotta end it off right now. Hey, gotta salute these brothers for coming through, man. Thank you so much.
Instagram.
Yes, definitely, man. Definitely. Give us.
Yo, it's just cuz I'm from Connecticut, man. Just JUS_cuz CUZT CT. My fault. That's on all platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, everything, man. Connecticut, we in here. Finish one.
Rondon out of Yonkers. Instagram is @RondonBeats. Twitter @RondonBeats. Snapchat is Chris.Rondon. Much love, y'all.
Static.
DJ Static 222 at yes, Instagram. I was about to get my email out. Nah, I need that though. I got you.
Yeah, for sure, man. And let me give one last shout out to my creeps, man. Creep Life, that's the gang too, man. Hayes, KG, y'all know what time it is.
Shout out to Drew, man, in the cut, man. Never
Drew in the cut, man.
Definitely,
Drew always in the cut.
And I am Shay Diggs 167, man. Really appreciate you guys coming out once again. And tune in not next week. Tune in the week after that, but we'll be back with another show. Salute.
You don't know what you're doing to me, baby. Oh, no. Oh, no.